An ancient relic of the Sangheli, right out in the open. Called it. Wait, is that? Wait, no.
Hard outside, but inside soft!
Hello and welcome to a Halo 5 Forge tutorial on how to create basic scripted AI. We're just going to jump right in. Here we have a jackal that is going to act as our AI unit for this demonstration. It is outfitted with a beam rifle, and as you can see just below it here, there is a beam particle effect and an invisible blocker welded together. That is important. This right here is actually what's going to be the thing that kills you. There are only 4 scripts associated with this. The first script is a boundary check, and so when a player enters the trigger zone, which will be basically the aggro of this unit, the areas on the map where it will be able to shoot you, when a player enters this zone, I generally will have this script set to target the activator of the zone, so it's not accidentally killing someone that was closer to the AI unit. The second script is what's actually going to be the thing that causes the set amount of damage. Now this is a boundary check that is going to actually cause the damage that you set to the player or activator of the zone. So this is set that on player entry, it will cause 100 points of health damage to the activator of the zone around the beam effect, and also play for them the grunt birthday party sound. The third script on here is to alleviate a glitch that happens in the game. If when this particular effect kills you and your dead body remains in the activation zone, if you do not have this script here, when you respawn back into the game, the effect will target you again, even if you're not in the zone, and come to kill you, just because your dead corpse is laying in the trigger zone. Now you can set this script to exclude dead players, but for some reason it overrides that and will still come and kill you. So this is to alleviate that. 0.3 seconds after you enter the zone and it kills you, it will then despawn, be off the map. You don't have to worry about coming and hunting you down wherever you are. The fourth script in this sequence is how you set the rate of fire for your AI unit, and I have here that when it despawns, it will wait 10 seconds before spawning back in, and at that point the trigger zone will become hot again and it will target you if you are in it. Otherwise you're safe from this particular AI. If you have other ones set up to target that zone, then there's a chance that those will still attack you. And that's basically how you will set up every single unit that you do. Now, depending on your effects and depending on the rate of fire you want or the damage you want caused, you can just meddle with those numbers a little bit, or the distance of the activation zone from the actual unit, and you'll get variations in the way that these feel and or operate. On this actual effect that I have set up to simulate a headshot, I have welded an invisible projectile blocker slightly below the actual beam effect, and the reason for that is when an object is targeting a player, the parent object will generally go directly to your feet, and so that it will look more like a headshot, I have the beam effect above that. So when the projectile blocker is at your feet, the beam effect is in your head. Now the scripts for the zones are also very simple. Now on message received, Now this is just the way I have it set up. You just use your own channels. On the boundary check, when a player enters this zone, it will send a message to the projectile effect associated with your AI unit, and it will come to your location. Now, because this is a sniper, I have it set to repeat every 10th of a second, so that if that particle effect does not get to you in its allotted time, it will immediately start the action again and move to your location, very fluid-like, and will get to you as soon as possible. The other two scripts are just two channels on how to despawn and spawn this zone. I have a target set up on the Jackal Sniper, and when that target is destroyed, it will send a message to despawn this hotspot here. And that will simulate the death of that AI unit, and you will be able to move freely in the zone that you previously had allotted for its activation. Now, with all that in mind, let's just see how it looks. So as you can see, it got there pretty fast. The beam effect actually went through my chest, so I would have to separate the invisible blocker from the beam effect a little bit more so that it looks more like a headshot. This Jackal Sniper had a beam rifle, and the other two I have set up have UNSC sniper rifles, and this effect is not done with a beam, it's done with this particular effect. And it leaves a nice vapor trail like snipers do in Halo, so it simulates that a lot better, but it is set up in the exact same way. The other AI unit I have set up here is a Spanker Prime wielding grunt. Now I have this set up in a slightly different way. All the scripts are basically the same. I just have it set that this object will not return to its position. It's just set up in a way that the particle effects, as you can see, are kind of distracting, that those remain despawned until the zone is triggered, and then they will spawn in and come to your location. I also have it set so that these are moving much slower than a sniper round would, and not following your every move when you're in the activation zone. These effects and the trigger zone are set up in the exact same way. The rate of fire and the travel time are just different to simulate the different weapon types. That's basically all there is to the simplistic and stationary AI. In a future video, once the method is perfected, or at least made functional, period, I'll be showing you how to make AI that follow your every move, pivot around you as their center point, and will also dodge or sidestep when being attacked. Now, just a little reminder, both of these AI units demonstrated in the video are available to place on your map in the prefabs, and they're already pre-scripted, they're set up, and voila. Thank you for watching, and be on the lookout for my advanced AI unit tutorial that will be coming out as soon as I figure out how to do it.